Hey everyone, so my hair is wet right now because baby is napping and I just got a shower and I have time to film this video, so I'm gonna do it now. I can't always look glamorous in my videos, especially now being a mom. Not saying that moms aren't glamorous, and being a mom you can't be glamorous, but you don't always have the time to make yourself glamorous. So, anyways, today's video, okay, I'm sorry, I have to stop right there because I just caught myself doing it. See, maybe I have like a spit problem or something. But I was watching my last video with Gary and I realized that I say way too much, and I knew that from my last times I was making videos. I'm gonna work on that. And I also do this thing where I go, listen, it's freaking annoying, and I apologize to anybody who's ever had to listen to me talk. I never realized that I sound like that, or I do that when I talk. Oh, I did it again. Here's a midweek video. Today I'm going to talk about trying to conceive or trying to get pregnant. This YouTube channel was started, Us+1, as a weight loss journey so that I could get myself to a healthy weight to get pregnant so that me and my husband could start a family. In my mind, I thought I need to get down to 200 pounds before I can have a baby. Health reasons, yes, but also a little bit of vanity. I wanted to be thin so that when I got pregnant, you could see like an obvious bump. I had an appointment at my gynecologist when I got to about 240 pounds, and I told her I wanted to have a baby, and she said, ideally you should try to get down to 175, but, and this is what stuck with me, other than that, I did not like her. I haven't gone and seen her since. She said, don't wait. Don't wait for weight loss to get pregnant because you could be waiting forever. I mean, not saying that you're not going to lose the weight, but that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. And if you don't lose the weight, don't keep waiting, you know? So I kept that in my mind as the weight came back on and I started gaining the weight. So I did a lot of research online. I found a lot of blogs and a lot of vlogs. I watched a lot of women here on YouTube vlogging about being plus size and pregnant. And everybody was so inspiring to me. There was a blog, and it's called Plus Size Birth. Awesome. It's a lot of it's stories from plus size women blogging about writing their story of their birth or pregnancy, and just talking about how doctors might shame you, or doctors might try to use like fear tactics to make you think that you should not be pregnant as a plus size woman, and that's not necessarily true. Yes, your weight can affect your health while you're pregnant. You might get gestational diabetes, but you know what? So do skinny women. So do thin women. You might have preterm labor. So do skinny women. You might have high blood pressure. So do skinny women. Like, just because you're plus size and pregnant doesn't automatically mean that you're going to have health problems while you're pregnant. Also, there is a plus size model. Her name is Tess Holliday. If you don't know who she is, look her up. She's amazing. And she got pregnant, and she is my hero. She really, really, really made me feel like, fuck yeah, I could do this. Sorry for the bad language. So doing all that research and stuff, I convinced myself, you know what? I don't need to be thin to get pregnant. Gary and I hadn't in a while had like the talk of when we were gonna try for a baby until February of 2015, he decided, you know what, I'm ready to have a baby, I'm ready to start a family, and I said, yeah, let's do it, that's it, this is it. At the time, I was almost finished with my grad school program. Yes, I think I mentioned that I had went back to school for my master's degree, so I was almost done, and I think that was another reason of, like, why we waited, was I went back to school for this program that took about 3 years. So February 2015, I naively thought that I was going to get pregnant right away. It did not happen. We stopped preventing, but we weren't like actively trying. We were just letting whatever happen happen. Nothing was happening. So after a few months, I did some research on tracking my cycle, figuring out when I ovulate. The only thing is I have always had irregular periods. Sometimes my cycle is 20 days long. Some days it's 45 days long. I have no freaking idea when I ovulate in between there. Even apps that I have on my phone are like, we don't know. So it was very difficult, but I did all of the different tracking. I tracked my temperature in the morning. I tracked my cervical mucus. I know that's disgusting to say, but it's what you do. And every single month that went by, I was not pregnant. My period would come, or I would pee on a stick, and I would not get my 2 lines, and I was completely heartbroken every single month. When you have wanted a child for so long, and I mean, I know I started this channel in 2010, but I've wanted a baby for so long. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to be a mom. When me and Gary got together, I was so excited for our future family. When we got married, I wanted to start right then, trying. It was a long, long time of waiting, and finally we were up to bat. We kept striking out. And it was really difficult. And I was getting depressed and feeling really down on myself. You start to think that something's wrong with you. Why am I not getting pregnant? It's science. The sperm has to meet the egg. That's it. Why isn't it working for us? You know, what's wrong with me? Can I get pregnant? And so we went about a year. So we go to February 2016. No, we went a little longer. We went to about April 2016. So we went a little over a year before I said, you know what, this is just, it's giving me so much anxiety. It's making me so upset. We're going to stop actively trying right now, and I need to focus on my health. Because somewhere deep down inside me, I believe that my weight is the cause of not getting pregnant. Now, I have read that extra fat in your body acts as estrogen. So if you have a lot of fat, you have a high amount of estrogen in your body. So I felt like the chemicals in my body were off because of my weight. I mean, when I lost weight back in the beginning of the journey, my cycle was regular. My periods were regular. And I have to believe that it was because of my weight. So I started eating healthy. I started working out a little bit, not a lot, but I started working out, and I was able to drop about 15 to 20 pounds. I was somewhere around the 300 range, and it was the weekend of 4th of July. Gary and I were making a grocery list, and all of a sudden, I just started crying. He said, "Why are you crying? We're just making a grocery list." I had no idea. It was really weird. And because it was so off, I said, you know what? I'm going to take a pregnancy test. And so on 4th of July, the morning of 4th of July, I took my first pregnancy test that I had 2 lines. So that was my first pregnancy test that told me that I was pregnant. I was in complete denial. Complete denial. I took another one the next day, a different type. Still in denial. Didn't tell Gary. And then the next day, I went to the drugstore and I got one that had the actual digital word. And I took it, and there was pregnant. There's no doubt I was pregnant. I contribute getting pregnant to the 20-pound weight loss. I don't know if being the weight that I was a problem. I think maybe some chemistry in my body just needed to change. There needed to be a little kickstart to something, and I think that weight loss was it. I also think the not stressing about getting pregnant. Tracking your cycles is so stressful, and when you get that negative pregnancy test, it's so stressful. And I think when I just let it go and let happen, whatever happens, happen, I think that is what allowed me to get pregnant. That's just what I think. So then I told Gary, I gave him this onesie. I'll show you right here. And, yeah, so that was, when I found out, I found out 4th of July. I told Gary on the 7th of July. And so we're coming up almost on the year of me finding out I was pregnant. So that was just a little bit of our trying to conceive journey. It wasn't as long as some people's, I know. If anybody has any questions, comment below. Let me know. I'll answer it in another video. I still have a few more videos I want to talk about. So this was getting up to getting pregnant. I want to talk about being pregnant and plus size, which was an adventure, I guess. And I will eventually talk about Garrett's birth, which was an adventure. And then I'm going to start talking about mommy stuff. He's 3 months old right now, so a lot has already happened, but things are coming up soon. In a few weeks, we're going to be going to Portland for our first family vacation. My husband is going to like a conference type thing, so we're going a few days early to spend time in Portland. I'm really excited. It'll be his first airplane ride. I'm a little nervous about that. And then I'll just be talking about some mommy stuff. Yeah, so stick around because more videos are coming. Every Friday will be a weigh-in video. This Friday I'm going to talk about my weigh-in, not just my weigh-in for Friday, but also my my plan to lose weight, because I didn't talk about that in the last video. I just talked about where my weight had been before. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we will see you on Friday for weigh-in. All right, bye. Say bye. Bye. Boo.